Hey guys, it's Sdanwolf, and wanted to jump in here today and talk about something that comes and it's kind of come and gone a little bit and popped up out of the shadows, but that is basically Planet Coaster's plans for a third franchise. And big thanks to Dante80, who has over the few months compiled a lot of information about it. And basically, back almost, well, probably over a year ago now, the community ended up finding out through a financial disclosure from Frontier, excuse me, one of their annual reports, that they have actually trademarked the name Planet Safari. So, that can mean a lot of things. We definitely don't want to put the cart before the horse here. And, to be totally upfront with you, we have very, very little detail about what's going on besides looking into some of these financial reports, but that are still, understandably so, kind of vague. Like, there is no mention of Planet Safari. Just to be clear with you, Frontier, in no official capacity, has mentioned Planet Safari by name. Not Bo, not David Braben, Johnny Watts, none of them. So the only information we have to go by is the actual trademark that was found, like I mentioned, over a year ago. But like I said too, some of the language, particularly in the 2016 annual report, where they talk about the strong social media footprint that Planet Coaster has. In another screen grab from Dante, we've got another screen. The second step in our transition is to take the success of Elite Dangerous to become a multi-franchise game publisher. We recently announced that our second franchise, Planet Coaster, is being built on our knowledge and long experience of roller coaster games. We expect, now here's the important part, we expect to reveal details of a third franchise once Planet Coaster is released. This will keep our creative teams busy for many years ahead. So leading into that, the next part, going back to the actual annual report, states, and it's in kind of bold black lettering, repeatable model over multiple franchises. And it goes on to say, Frontier invests its development resources in games with strong franchise potential. In order to maximize the return on its core skills and assets, Frontier has targeted game genres in which the company has established expertise and intellectual property. So that is another, I think, what brings us into a strong step of direction to Planet Safari. When they talk about has established expertise, we know with their involvement with the Zoo Tycoons, and also if you remember some of the Xbox titles, Connectables, you might be familiar with. If not, check on YouTube. There's some videos out of that. But one of the things is too that with Frontier shifting to totally self-publishing, we could very well get a Planet Coaster style game without the, like a Planet Safari type game, rather, without the restraints of a giant studio or corporation, kind of like that Frontier was under with Microsoft. As far as there was a lot of talk that Frontier, would produce certain aspects of the games to later have them dumbed down so they could be played on a broader array of machines. And, they had to make sure it was Xbox, Xbox 360, ready and all that. So with the self-publishing title, if they end up going with Planet Safari, I think we will get the same quality as we have with Planet Coaster. And the only thing that it seems like, in my looking into it, as far as Dante 80 and a couple of the other ones go, is no one can really come up with a definitive agreement of DLC for Planet Coaster, or will it be its own entity? It's completely separate game. I tend to believe in Dante's way a little more than some of the other stories, just because it's totally separately been trademarked, and I just I would hope that eventually, if Planet Safari does come out, it would be cross-compatible with Planet Coaster, because, you know, I think that would be awesome, just like with RCT3, with the Wild expansion and you know, all that. You could have roller coasters, you know, in the park, like, say, a Cheetah Hunt roller coaster, if you're doing a Busch Gardens type of thing, but you could also have the zoo area, too. So I think it would only make sense, because pretty much, you know, if you're in this genre and you have an interest with Planet Coaster, you're probably going to have an interest with Planet Safari too, but you probably would not like to be limited to only playing one or the other. You would like that cross. You know, you would like to be able to bridge that gap and use both LPs on one map. So, like I said, a lot of this, you have to remember, this is a ton of speculation, because none of it has been, you know, brought forth by Frontier in any official capacity yet. So that really just kind of leaves us grabbing for straws right now. But one thing that we know is not made up is that trademark for Planet Safari. And we also knew that there was back when it was going to be Coaster Park Tycoon, I believe it was some kind of tycoon, like Safari Tycoon, something like that. They had also, at one time, applied for a Water Park Tycoon trademark. So if you start looking into that, just Google Frontier financial reports, or, you know, 2015, 2016, a lot of interesting stuff in there. It's about a 5 megabyte PDF file for both, I think. And if you look into those, I definitely suspect by the end of 2017, we will have a third franchise announcement. Now, whether that is Planet Coaster Safari, or, excuse me, Planet Safari or Water Park, you know, whatever. But I believe by the end of 2017, I think Frontier will announce a third title. And another interesting part on the annual report and accounts of 2016, when they go in to talk about their self-publishing, they go on to say Frontier controls its own Cobra Games development technology, also de-risk its development in terms of risk related to ongoing access to third-party technology, risks relating to ability to fix uncovered problems in that technology, and lack of control over the delivery dates and feature roadmap of such solutions. And it also facilitates rapid response to market opportunities like support for VR and augmented reality. But what they're also trying to say there is they are not, basically, in a nutshell, they are not pressured to throw out DLC and expansions and, you know, new games by a major big box publisher. They're saying basically what they're saying is they control their own destiny now that they've transitioned to self-publishing. And, you know, I think that only means good things for us. They won't push out crap. They say multiple times they are quality over quantity. So, you know, I think they're a company that definitely values the creation of top quality products, and, you know, they're really trying to differentiate themselves, and you know, it appears to get away from that tycoon genre and kind of forge their own destiny here. So, you know, a lot of stuff still up in the air, like we had mentioned. So try to keep you guys up to date if we hear anything else in regards to you know, to any more developments with Planet Safari. We know we got a big update coming out, the biggest update since the winter update for Planet Coaster, Bo said, coming mid-April. So, you know, who knows? Probably another thing Dante's kind of under the impression is, and a lot of the mods and stuff on the forums probably wouldn't hear much information until it gets closer to the larger video game expos. That's when they figure that a lot of the information, if there is a new you know, a new product coming out, that third franchise, probably would be announced. I would suspect, like they have before, we will get a little announcement, you know, here in our little community, as far as the people that keep up with the blogs and the live streams and the forums. But it'll probably be one of those messages from Bo, like, we will have more information out once we get to, you know, Gamescom, or it'll probably be like one of those type deals, and then the information will start rolling. And the last thing I'll leave you with here is in their 2016 full year, kind of like their results presentation, is this building franchises section, and it says we'll continue to exhibit stepped characteristics driven by the timing of major franchise releases. 2015, 1 franchise revenue supported 2 development streams. 2017, 2 franchise revenues, Elite Dangerous and Planet Coaster, will support 3 development streams, and then they even go on to talk about a 4th franchise in 2018. As franchises grow, only investing in 1 additional franchise at a time. So that goes back to like what we were saying, probably by one of these gaming expos, one of these conventions in 2017, we will probably have the 3rd franchise announced. And yeah, so it looks like the support continues to grow. Definitely looks like Frontier's in it for the long haul as far as this ride we're on goes. So sorry I don't have many more details for you guys about actual Planet Safari, but as soon as I know something, you'll know something, or if I see Dante comes up with something or finds a report, or you know, any kind of backstory, I will get it out to you guys. So anyways, guys, yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're excited about some of this new development, and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content and to stay up to date on this stuff. And yeah, big shout out to Dante80 and for, you know, uncovering some of this information and kind of compiling it all and getting the conversation going. So yeah, guys, thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.